everybody. Thank you again for joining me on another ingredient throwdown. We are gonna get together during the week and we're gonna go over one Plexus product. And the way we're doing this, we are throwing down those ingredients. We're not spending a lot of time going over the nitty-gritty of the ingredients, but we want to look at big picture benefits of the Plexus line until we are through all of the products. So today we're gonna kind of do up a follow-up from last week and we are gonna tackle the microbiome kids. But as always, I'm gonna always start out with a did you know. So the first did you know? Did you know that children's brain development actually occurs in spurts? And this first development spurt begins around the age of 2. Continuing up until they're 7. And during these spurts, the number of synapses or connections between the neurons or brain cells doubles, okay? So for instance, a 2-year-old has twice as many synapses as an adult, meaning these connections between brain cells. And these synapses are the parts of the brain where learning starts to happen. And then this spurt ends around age 7. And the second did you know gut health is a big deal. And if you've been following me at all, you know that I say it all the time because it is such a big deal. But did you also know that gut health is a big deal for kids? It's not just for adults. And the last did you know, we're gonna simplify this. Brain food matters, just like gut health matters. And this is where I'm gonna get really passionate about this kid's microbiome and the important role that it can play in your kid's development. So let's move on to what's in this stuff. What makes this so special? Well, think of this as the pink drink for your kiddos, okay? Now the makeup is different, but you know that your kids want to replicate what you do. And if they see you drinking your pink drink, by golly, get them one of their own. Well, again, I'm dividing it into kind of 2 categories. We have nutrients in here, obviously for healthy brain development, which we've been talking about. The second thing is prebiotic fibers, which of course feed the probiotics that you have planted with the kids' multivitamin. So first, let's tackle the things that fall into this cognitive development piece, okay? So the 3 things that are in this category are already present in mama's breast milk. So it's all about supporting what's already there. First thing, choline, which is crucial for acetylcholine production, which is a neurotransmitter. Now we find choline in foods, obviously. So things like liver, eggs, broccoli, cauliflower, all things that your kids are asking for all the time, right? Insert eye roll, which is why it's important you're supplementing with it. The second thing, lutein, a familiar one, right? Because we see that promoted for eye health all the time. And of course, our eyes are directly connected to our brains. It's kind of a big deal. And this lutein has antioxidant properties and anti-inflammatory properties, which of course are 2 of the big pillars of our health. And again, it's present in food, things like squash and peas and kale and all the yellow vegetables you think of like that. Again, things your kids are asking for all the time. Insert another eye roll. And the last thing, omega-3 DHA, which is a long-chain fatty acid, super important because it's critical again for brain and eye development. Well, what's cool about the Plexus Omega here is it is sourced from plants. It is not fish sourced, so your kids aren't going to get any of the crazy, icky side effects that you get when you're using a fish source. Now I'm going to give you a little fun fact here. Now back in 2008, there was a study done of about 175 kids. And the higher these kids had DHA in their systems, the greater the gut bacteria diversity. There is a gut connection. Plexus knows what they are doing and they do it best. Okay, moving on. Now we're gonna move on to the gut component in here, this prebiotic fiber. It is guar gum, but it's not only guar gum, it's partially hydrolyzed guar gum. And what that means is it has started the fermentation process, okay? So it's more easily digestible for our kids, and it feeds the specific probiotics that we planted with the children's vitamins, bifidobacterium and lactobacillus. Brilliant. All right, let's move on to benefits. This is the fun part. Now, this is where I really want you to focus in and take away some big picture takeaways. Brain development, gut health, duh. It's a duh. These are two areas that our children are growing and developing in, and it's really important because it happens at these younger ages, right? So memory, learning, focus, eye health, which we touched on, having the antioxidant properties and the anti-inflammatory properties, kind of a big deal. And then the gut health portion of it. I can't say it often enough because it's such a big deal. And what all things do kids struggle with gut health other than just the obvious digestion issues? Things like allergies, asthma, behavior issues, mood, attention. It's all tied into the gut. So getting them happy and healthy at a young age has so many benefits. All of this can happen in a non-GMO product, gluten-free, vegetarian, sweetened naturally with stevia. No artificial colors, no artificial flavors, and no preservatives. Okay, let's move on to dosing. Now, again, this comes in a stick form, just like the Slim. It is mixed in about 4 or more ounces of water or whatever beverage you want to use. It is tropical punch in flavor. Now, if your child is not a fan of this flavor, try putting it in something else. Try putting it in some sparkling water if they like the fizz. Put it in some applesauce, put it in some yogurt. Use it like pixie stick powder and use it as a dip for maybe some apple slices. Be creative. It's that important that your kiddo gets this in. And the beauty of it is it can be taken any time of the day. There are no restrictions when it comes to this. Now, let's move on to precautions. There is one precaution if you were to read the labeling on this, because that DHA is processed from a milk source. If your child has a very severe milk allergy, there can be this much chance of there being a problem, but you still need to be aware of that. All right, you guys, that's really all I have on the kids microbiome. Thanks for hanging with me till the very end. I'm hoping that you understand the importance of this product being paired with the kids multivitamin that we talked about last week. They are meant to be used together. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about and you are new to the Plexus train, I'm gonna list in that description box my link. Get on there, get on that website, nose around, do some research of your own, ask some questions, and curiosity is gonna get you on this train every time. And as always, I'm gonna also list some links in the description box of videos I've done in the past. So things that are related to this and some other basic videos. So hope you could get on there and learn a little bit more. So thanks again for hanging with me till the very end. Join me here next week again because we just might be going over another product. But in the meantime, cheers to your health and happiness.